Welcome. It's great to have you here. My name is Stefano, and I'll be guiding you through yoga-nidra. Find a comfortable position, lying down in shavasana, the corpse pose, using a yoga mat or your bed or any comfortable surface, with support under your knees and maybe a pillow for the back of your head. It's recommended that you have a blanket, maybe an eye pillow, if it feels more comfortable. Don't worry if you fall asleep or if your mind wanders. Gently guide your attention back and follow the instructions to the best of your abilities. If you can, remain as still as possible. But if there is any discomfort or pain, notice it for a few moments, and if it goes away, continue with the guidance. And if it doesn't, gently readjust yourself so that you can be 5 or even 1% more comfortable. Allow yourself to completely relax during the practice. Typically, we practice yoga-nidra with the eyes closed. But if for any reason this is not accessible to you, know that you can practice with your eyes open while maintaining a very soft gaze to the distance. Just make sure you have enough space to practice comfortably. The practice we'll do today is I am yoga-nidra, the integrative Amrit method of yoga-nidra. And take a mental note of how you're feeling now in body and mind. When you're done with the practice, notice any changes, however subtle, that you may experience. Now, we'll begin the practice. Any sounds or music in the recording will gently fall away. We will move our attention into the body to release trapped energy and move deeper into total relaxation. Those with cardiac disease, hypertension, or glaucoma should use caution. If you cannot have undue pressure in the head for any reason, it is important that you breathe normally as you tense the body. If you cannot have undue pressure in the head for any reason, it is important that you breathe normally as you tense the body. As you inhale, make fists and deliberately induce stiffness and tension throughout your shoulders, arms, and fists. Tighten, tighten, even more. Now let go completely and relax. On your next exhalation, relax even more. Let go. Observe and feel the flood of energy in your arms. This time, as you inhale, deliberately induce stiffness and tension in hips, legs, and feet. Tighten, tighten, hold, hold. Let go. Let go completely. Relax. Observe the flood of energy in your legs. This time, tighten and tense the entire body as you inhale. Arms, hands, shoulders, feet, legs, face, buttocks. Tighten. Tighten. Hold. Hold. Now let go completely. Relax. On your next exhalation, let go even more. Observe and feel the flood of energy extending to all muscles, nerves, and cells of your entire body. Let your whole body melt into the flood of energy you feel in your body. Let your whole body melt into the flood of energy you feel in your body. Let your body go limp, like a rag doll. Relax even more. Let your body go limp. Like a rag doll. Relax even more. Let your body go limp. Like a rag doll. Relax even more. Release any holding anywhere. Release any holding anywhere. Release any holding anywhere. Close your eyes and allow your attention to turn inward. Bring your attention to the breath. Feel the body beginning to relax with each progressive exhalation. We will chant a continuous Om together. As you chant, let the sound come from deep in your belly. When you run out of breath, take another full breath in and begin again. We will repeat 3 times. Let's begin. Take a full breath in. Come to silence. Some sound dissolving into silence. Merge into that silent space. Be still. Let go of old thoughts, worry, and tension. Give yourself fully to a higher power. Relax. Trust. And let go. Breathe in fully. And exhale with a deep sigh. And again, breathe in fully. And exhale with a deep sigh. Let go even more. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace in your heart. Now bring your intention into your awareness in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you're unclear about your intention, just see what appears in your field of awareness. Repeat your intention silently 3 times. Maintaining this inner stillness, gently cover yourself. And if you wish, place an eye pillow over your eyes. As we enter the next phase of yoga-nidra, remain as motionless as possible. If you need to move or make an adjustment, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you're able. Resolve to remain awake, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. Allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you more deeply within. In Yoga Nidra, you enter the subconscious pranic field. Let your mind merge and melt into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. Now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace at the brow center. Now your consciousness is in direct communion with your energy body. Now follow my guidance as we begin the relaxation breath. Breathing in deeply, fill your lungs from the bottom to the top, as if you were filling a water bottle. As you breathe out, empty your lungs from the top to the bottom. Let your breath be slow and steady. Observe the movement of your abdomen and chest. Stay connected to the wonderful feeling of the release of tension and the deep feeling of relaxation. Let this feeling extend to every part of your body. Let this entire process of breathing be the vehicle for deepening your relaxation. Now redirect your full attention to your breath. Create no struggle around breathing. Use the breath to release any tensions. Slowly deepen your inhalations and exhalations. Let the exhalation be longer than the inhalation. Let the flow of your breath be steady and uniform as much as possible. Bring your undivided attention to the movement of your abdomen and chest as you breathe in and out. With each breath out, release any tension held in your body and anticipations in your mind. Let go. With each breath in, fill every nerve and cell with pulsating, healing energy. Relax. Breathing out. Let go of holding anywhere in your body. Let go even more. With the next breath in, visualize your body renewed and revitalized with new life. Empty your body and mind and enter deeper levels of stillness and silence. Now, breathe normally. Be still. Bring your total attention to the pulsating energy field felt in the form of sensations in your body. Observe how your attention feeds the expansion of the pulsating energy field. Energy follows attention. Feel all the tension in your mind and tightness in your muscles melt away. Let all the tension simply melt, drain away, and dissolve in the expanding energy field. Now bring your attention to your eyebrow center. Recognize your deep connection to the original source of life force, the life energy that sustains your life and is an extension of your soul. Experience silence extending everywhere. Enter an effortless state, being. Allow yourself to respond directly and non-mentally as we move our attention through different parts of the body. Allow your attention to move without effort or strain, optimizing the flow and release of energy blockages. Third eye, pit of the throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, middle of the chest, right side of the chest, middle of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel point, middle of the pubic bone, navel point, middle of the chest, pit of the throat. Now gather all of your attention at the third eye. Observe the vast stillness and silence. Resting in this vastness, allow whatever comes into your field of awareness to be present without comment or judgment. Witness it as it floats by like clouds in the sky. Follow my guidance to restore connection between energy and consciousness. Listening directly through the energy body. Place all your attention at the Muladhara chakra, root center, located at the perineum. Feel this area begin to glow and pulse. Feel the earthly, dense quality of this chakra. Let this grounding be a foundation for awakening into higher centers of consciousness. Tendencies of the conditioned past, moving energies down and out, now freed to move inward and upward toward liberation. Energy rising through the feet, legs, perineum, and up through the central energy channel, the Sushumna. Nourishing and awakening higher centers of consciousness. I leave survival and allow grounding to be the foundation of awakening. Now, bring your attention to the second chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, located in the pelvis, the area of the reproductive organs, and the sacral nerve plexus. Feel this energy, or feel this area beginning to pulse and glow, allowing divine Shakti to nourish reproductive functions and sensuality. Build energy that is drained in many different forms, turning it inward and upward for liberation. I transform my sensuality into love and liberation in the second chakra. Now bring your total attention to the Manipura chakra, the third chakra, located above the navel, the solar plexus of nerves that nurtures digestive fire. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow, radiating heat. Replace unconscious forces, guiding your action with the conscious power of will to serve the heart and higher centers. Integrated intention, transmuting unconscious forces into deliberate action. I develop the fiery power of will and deliberate action in the third chakra. Feel that you are now free of all limitations. Your inner core feels vital, strong, and connected to Source. You lack absolutely nothing as you step into the next integrated state of being. Now breathe into the heart center, Anahata chakra, the fourth chakra. Feel the area in the middle of the chest beginning to pulse and glow. Feel your heart center being awakened. Liberated from all stress-producing interactions with yourself and others. Unconditionally present and open. Recognize you are the eternal, timeless being manifesting through the heart center. Just feel that your body is full of light. Every cell in your body flooded by the light of consciousness. Expanding beyond the body. I am a beacon of love and light, attracting the energies of the lower centers and transforming them at the heart. I am a beacon of love and light, attracting the energies of the lower centers and transforming them at the heart. Moving to the throat center now, the fifth chakra. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow. Let go of all fear, dependency, and control that limits your full expression. Enter into the expansiveness of the throat chakra, where you are free from all inhibitions and limitations. Feel a new sense of relief and openness in the throat, reclaiming your voice of wisdom. I clear all blocked communication arising from reactions and perceptions. I am empowered to use my speech with clarity and balance under all conditions. Bring your attention now to the Agya chakra, the sixth chakra. Feeling the area between the eyebrows beginning to glow and pulse. Allow the magnetic pull to draw attention even more fully inward. Returning to the self-balancing state of being. Returning to the self-balancing state of being. Release the perception of duality into unity at the third eye. Enter into the oneness beneath polarity. find yourself completely at peace with yourself as you are, and the whole world just the way it is. Now you have cleansed the inner body, the mind and heart restored in communion with consciousness. Allow yourself to melt into complete oneness and bliss in the highest center, the seventh chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus at the crown of the head. The whole body surrounded and permeated by light. All boundaries, an illusion of separation disappearing. Dissolve into the omnipresent field of consciousness. The seat of silence. Now I have moved from personal ego mind to impersonal being. I have become omnipresent. Give yourself the permission to enter into the deepest level of relaxation right now. Let go. Nothing to do or achieve. Dissolve and disappear into stillness. Open, empty of all doing, all past, all future. Merge into this space and be empty. Sensations, thoughts, images floating by like clouds on a clear blue sky. Letting it all gather and dissipate, come and go. Be the space in which it is all happening. Here, your intention and your affirmations are actualized and fulfilled with effortless ease. If you have an intention, bring it into your awareness 3 times in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you do not have an intention, just remain silent and let Spirit, who knows what is best, do it for you. Allow this intention to go to the deepest levels of recognition with no hesitation. Know that your higher self recognizes, honors, and accepts your intention. Have faith and trust that it has been heard and is being acted upon by a higher power of the source within you. There is no need to do anything about it. Bring your attention back to the center between the eyebrows and feel all the energies of your body from all meridians activated, purified, and balanced. All channels are open, and the life force is flowing freely, healing the body and calming the mind. Open your hearts and feel content. Just experience. At this sacred moment, your whole being has made a major paradigm shift. Establish yourself in total trust and faith that remains free from any need to be in control. Feel totally unburdened and free to move in life with effortless ease. Feel the presence of your higher self guide, protect, and bless you. Feel energy and grace fill you and surround you at all times. Do not hesitate, doubt, or dispute it. Let it come naturally. Return to the brow center, where energies from all the meridians come into deep unification, integration, harmony, and balance. Establish a whole new relationship with reality, regardless of how it begins to show up in your life. Knowing that you are soul, you can witness life's experiences and let them pass by. Right response and right actions will come through you. With that clarity, keep your heart open to all conditions. Begin to become aware of the rising and falling of the breath. Slowly, feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Sense the body resting on the surface beneath you. The quality of the air as it touches the skin. Gradually, you can move as if you're waking from a restful sleep. Bend your knees and pull them closer to your chest. Rock sideways gently. Take your time. Do not hurry. Then just turn onto your right side and curl into a fetal position. Feel the safety, comfort, and protection of the womb of existence. Bring your intention into your awareness again. Change nothing. Every time you find yourself in reaction, you are empowered to replace it with your intention. Now, you can gradually move and begin to sit up with your eyes closed. Continue to stay deep in this deep inner experience. Regardless of what you consciously recognize that has or has not changed, know that something deep within has shifted to connect you with your intention. Become aware of your body and bring a deep sense of peace and contentment with you as you bring attention back to the body. Notice how relaxed the body is. How relaxed the body is. How soft the breath is. How silent the mind is. how quiet the heartbeat is. Notice how relaxed the body is. How soft the breath is. How silent the mind is. How quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and be grateful. Know that you can easily enter here again and again. Now, you may gradually open your eyes. Thank you for practicing yoga-nidra with me today. Again, my name is Stefano, and I'm very grateful to you for receiving my guidance. Please know that I would love to read your feedback. I deeply enjoy learning about your experiences with the different meditations. So please know that your comments are most welcomed in the section down below this video. I always have fun reading your lovely comments. They keep me engaged and motivated to keep posting on the channel. If you have any questions, you can definitely check the description of the video for additional information about the practice of yoga-nidra, as well as this individual recording. I will also do my best to answer your questions thoroughly to the best of my abilities. Know that you're invited to also check out the other yoga-nidra videos on the channel, and it would be truly appreciated if you could share these videos with friends, loved ones, relatives, and acquaintances who would benefit from these meditations. Also, it would be really nice if you could share where and when you started your practice today. The community here is growing so rapidly, and it's always exciting to read messages from all over the world. If you're open to it, please share your intention, your sankalpa, in the comments, as it would help inspire me and others with our own meditation journeys. Thank you again for practicing with me today. And for those who can stay a bit longer, I wanted to share a big announcement. We have just unlocked the YouTube channel memberships, as well as super thanks, super chats, and super stickers. Those of you who have checked out the Restful Stillness community tab may already know that this channel exists because I hired the lead audio engineer from the Dreamcatcher studio in Reynoldsburg, Ohio, to help me record and edit the videos, to get them ready for all to enjoy in a timely fashion. So for those who have benefited greatly from the meditations and who are in a financial position to do so, know that your generous membership, donations, and monetary support will help me to continue to share more and more meditations with everyone on this main channel, as well as on the other meditation channels featured on the Restful Stillness homepage. Different tiers with their respective rewards are available to accommodate everyone enjoying the membership program. As such, I'll be guiding live meditations more regularly on the channel and on the Insight Timer app, and I hope to see you join for a yoga-nidra guided through transmission. Also, please know that your super thanks are definitely welcome whenever you have particularly enjoyed a specific meditation. And know that all who want to work with me to create their own personalized yoga-nidra, or would like to learn about the meditation coaching programs I'm offering for healing guidance and total life transformation using different meditation and breathwork modalities, please look out for the form in the description, as well as the members-only posts on the YouTube channel and Patreon. Thank you once more for being here with me today. It is my absolute pleasure to share these meditations with you. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be prosperous. May you be well. And may you be free. Namaste. And Jai Bhagwan. May the spirit be victorious.